Hello, Libra. This is the second time I'm doing y'all's. I did it yesterday, but the thing didn't record, and then I was upset, so I decided to just redo it today. I've already shuffled the cards, but I'm going to do them one more time. I've been shuffling between, so people don't have to watch me do that very much. Okay. I do not give the traditional meanings of tarot cards, you guys. I don't use cards when I read for you if you came to see me for an individual reading. I'm just using these so these videos aren't boring and you guys have something to look at when I talk to you and give you my reading. All right. Libra, this to me, the first thing I've gotten, it's funny, it's not a balance card, but the first thing I got with this card is you guys are learning to have a balance between your spiritual life and your real life. Like a balance between the physical and the spiritual in your life. A lot of you guys are going to be led to go off on, vision quests and really address your spirituality and that thing that makes you tick, which is the spirit, the bigger part of you, your higher self. I'm having a hard time grasping the word I wanted to say. So that's what that's about. But it's interesting with owning that, Libras, there's going to come this a real gain with this. Like, see how she's got all the flowers and the purple? To me, purple, it's the crown chakra. And so to me, there's going to be a real leveling up of who and what you are when you own, when you use your Libra energy to balance your spiritual and your physical life and get those two things together. Yeah. And it's funny because there's a lot of feminine energy, in this reading for you guys. But I'm only seeing the sunflower on this one, which to me it represents the sun, and it also represents, to me, the sunflower has always been like a big spiritual thing. Like the sunflower is a very spiritual in nature flower. And that's what I keep seeing with this, is you guys gaining access and using your Libra energy to find your balance between your physical and your spiritual life. It's going to really ramp you up because, like, she's the queen. She's in charge. She's got all these symbols of her power, not to mention cats who take no crap from anyone. So it just feels like it's like owning your balance really will ramp you up as a person and bring you to that next level. I'm also getting, I don't know if someone watching this is up for a promotion at their job. I get, before you go into the interview, if you have to interview for it, picture yourself like pink love between their heart and your heart. So see like pink love between you so they look at you in a positive light before you do the interview. There's a real power in sending someone pink energy before you interview with them. It's funny, earlier I saw this as power, but for me, this means, I feel like some of you guys are going to be traveling. It's weird, like, there's going to be a lot of people moving around, and I feel like this Libra energy, there's something with Libras and travel or going places and uprooting and kind of getting more nomadic. So I don't know if some of you guys have been thinking about, I don't know, going on kind of a long walkabout vacation, doing like the Aborigines just used to call it on walkabout. But there is something with that, with being on walkabout or going out and being more transitory. I don't know what that means. Maybe you've been at home a lot and you need to get out and about and go do stuff. Or maybe there's just a lot of travel around you guys with the Libra energy as you're prominent. Yeah. It's funny, he's got swords, but I feel like he's gathering his goods. And look, he's got his tent, which is mobile. So it comes back to there's a mobility issue or a travel issue with you, Libras. Travel and mobility with you guys. Travel. Maybe some of you guys are going to get jobs that involve travel. I don't know if maybe somebody watching this is going to interview for like a trucking company and become like a truck driver and get to do some travel, or apply for a job that would require travel. Maybe flight attendant, pilot. There's something with someone watching and travel around their job. And It's going to seem kind of shaken. They're going to, because they're so, because you guys are more homebodies than you think. At first, it's going to feel real awkward to be kind of flowing, but you're going to really, if you allow yourself to not get too in your head about it, you're really going to embrace the lifestyle, embrace the change, embrace that you move around a lot. You're going to like it a lot. Yeah. And there's going to be a lot of wisdom to be gained. It's almost like some of you guys with your travel, you're going to be doing spiritual quests. It's almost like you're going to go on like, remember I don't know, some of you people watch it may be old enough, but the movie Vision Quest, where he gets it in his head that he wants to wrestle at a certain weight to wrestle this one wrestler he wants to beat. And it just feels like that. I'm feeling like this is going to be kind of like a vision quest for you guys. You guys are going to be off doing like vision quests, like finding your true purpose, finding your higher self. And one of the ways that you guys are going to be doing this, you Libras are going to be doing this, is through exploration. There's physical exploration, but it's almost like while you're there, when you're asleep, Libras are moving around because there's things you're supposed to be doing when you're, how when you sleep, they say your spirit leaves your body and goes and does other things while you're dreaming. There's something about the traveling around, Libras. You're going to be out working when you're asleep. Your spirit's got stuff to do at other places, and that's what that's about. But there's also something to be gained, because it's almost like, I don't know, 6 months to a year of this, and when it's done, you're going to be a whole new person, and you're going to create a whole new life for yourself in like a positive way. And I feel a very big sense of happiness with this. Now, see, there again, travel with you guys. Travel. Look at all these possibilities. I don't know. Comes back to a boat. Maybe some of you guys are going to go on a river boat or a cruise ship. Somebody's going to move on a cruise ship, or work on a river boat, or work on a cruise ship. I'd say join the Navy, but I mean, I don't know, considering the climate right now, that might be terrifying. But maybe some of you will, so I don't want to discourage anyone. Because you got to do what you got to do, and if that's what you want, hey. I just feel there's a travel connection with you guys, and there's some kind of great spiritual gain from this travel. Yeah, see, look at the Strength card. You see all these possibilities behind her, and like the lion. I mean, he's the king of the jungle. He's the highest predator in Africa, I think. I'm pretty sure. I could be wrong, so don't quote me on that. But it has to do with like the power that he has. And then you Libra is like about having control over that kind of power. That's like something about harnessing the thing in you that you've spent so long repressing and bringing it to the fore, and with you allowing yourself all these adventures, bringing out some kind of real great strength, like some kind of lion-like power and strength. And there's a spiritual journey along with the physical journey that is going on here. And something about you guys in colors, color healing, colors, using colors. Pay attention to the colors you guys are wearing, Libras. Don't be wearing a lot of like blacks or colors that make you sad. Be very careful about colors that make you sad. Like, I know not everybody wants to run around in happy, joy colors, but I feel like maybe it's important for you guys, for the energy for the next week or so, to wear some brighter colors, like some colors that like give you energy, ramp you up, like pinks, purples, reds, bright blues. Bright colors are very important for the next week or so. It feels like it's energetic, that you're going to be sensitive to color. And I hate to tell you guys this, but I don't really think that's going to stop. I don't think the sensitivity to color is going to go away for you guys. So you may be changing up your whole damn wardrobe. Sorry. Yeah, see? Doesn't she look like she's wearing pinks, and she's got aquas and blues, and she's wearing all these bright colors, and she's going from the heart. So there's something with you guys in sensitivity to color being very important. So pay attention to that. Also, kind of feel like some of you watching might be artists. So maybe there's something about painting. No, there's some painting, but there's also something about somebody watching uses paper, colored paper, to do art. There's something with colored paper and art for some of you guys. I don't know. It's almost like I see, remember people will do the thing where they'll roll up little things of paper and make art with like little rolled pieces of colored paper. There's something like that for somebody that's watching you do colored paper art. And I just get there's quite a bit of money in that if you just embrace that thing. You could make a lot of money selling those things and get a real following. Maybe do videos. If you're watching and you're who I'm talking about, do videos of it, even if they're just little short videos. It feels like get your stuff out there. Yeah. See, there's money in it if you do that. And there's just a lot of feminine energy with you, Libras, like a lot, which to me is creativity. Feminine, the feminine, like, you know, we reproduce. So there's a creative thing with the feminine energy that I'm seeing around you. Embracing your creative side, really looking at the colors that you're wearing and the colors that you're using and the colors that you're surrounding yourself with. It's very important for you right now to pay attention to those things. It just feels like your energy is going to need all the help it can get because there's some kind of, like, there's a transformation thing going on with you, some kind of change going on with you. So being careful about the energy, and colors have energy, as you know. And like black is considered the absence of colors. So it's like, it just feels like it's important to have color. And you know how white is all the colors combined. And so just something to think about for that. Yeah, see? The balance of the black and the white and finding the in-between. You know, they're the both ends of the spectrum, and between that is healing. So it's like finding that balance, finding that middle ground of who you are, and being really careful about your colors. And whoever it is that's watching that's doing this thing with the paper, that's just so random that I would see. Well, it's not. I mean, that's how it works for me. But the one that's doing the thing, you know how they'll take the little paper and spiral it up and do little designs with it. I feel like somebody watching does that. And yes, you should pursue that. Yeah, see? Great forward momentum. Really good things for you guys. And just, you know, give yourself the color thing for the next week or so. But I just don't think it's going to, I think once you address it, you're not going to be, color's going to be such a big deal to you guys. Because there's a healing thing with you guys in that. This is a power that Libra's going to come online with. You Libras are going to have an ability to use colors and heal people. Like the colors of the rainbow. You know how you shine color through like glass. There's some kind of color healing that Libras will have easier access to. I keep getting all the different signs are going to have these different abilities that they can access easier depending on their astrological value or sign. There's something with that. And maybe that's why the colors are important to you guys. And it's important for you guys, if you're doing creative stuff, to have bright colors as well. Careful of the dark, grim stuff lately, because you're needing more than that. I know that stuff's more exciting, but I feel like you need to be a little frou-frou and a little happy, joy for a while. And I know it's not you guys, some of you guys, but it's a power thing, y'all. And if you're wanting this power, the thing is just to start by noticing your colors and what you surround yourself with. Okay, I'm done with the tarot cards. I'm going to pull you a card. I've already shuffled these. These are the Hindu deity cards. Yeah, see? Lord Hanuman, courage, protection, devotion, modest, long distance, and astral travel. Well, astral, your aura would definitely have to do with the colors, and see how he's surrounded by bright colors. Bright blue, bright pink, reds. He's got all these awesome colors around him. And there's something with astral travel. Well, our auras all have colors in them, you know? And there's something with that. And I can't remember, did I tell you guys about travel? Yes, there's traveling around. So yes, maybe you're not necessarily physically traveling. Maybe you're astrologically traveling. Sorry, as I get this stuff out, it doesn't stay in my head very long. That's not how it works for me. I don't overthink it. But yes, so astral travel, traveling, using colors, using these things, because there's something with you guys and color healing and color with your aura and things you're supposed to be doing as you wander, if you go on walkabout. All right. I'm going to pull an animal card now. Oh, it always makes me take two. I don't know why. That drives me crazy, but it does it every time. Okay. Well, the first thing I got was Spider Spirit. Make your dreams real. And they say spiders create their reality, but look at all the colors. See, once again, there's something with colors in you guys that I know I'm nagging, and I'm sorry, but that's not how it works with me. I don't get a choice. Spirit is naggy. It's not me, I promise. But there's something with that. It's like using these things to create a reality and a thing that you want. And you guys would really benefit from doing healing on people. There's something there. You guys are going to have some kind of interesting ability you're going to be able to tap into easier than. I'm not saying everyone doesn't have access, because they do. It just feels like it's going to come easier to you guys. Okay? It's not going to be for everyone, but it's going to come easier for you guys. Koi fish spirit, there is always enough. When I talk about the travel, you get all stressed out. When I talk about this stuff, you get worried about money. But this is Spirit's way of saying, no, you'll have what you need. And look, bright colors again. Sorry. Something about oranges. There's a lot of oranges showing up. So orange is the color of manifestation, you know. We always think it's green because our money's green. But actually, if you want to manifest money, you use orange. Orange candles, orange. All right, that's all I've gotten for you guys today. Thanks for watching.